For me to do something, something has to propagate it. If I'm reacting to something, it means something is happening. But what the government is not doing, they're not addressing the main issue. Instead, they are pointing fingers at our reactions. Yeah, so that is the main concern here.
All right, all right. I saw Reverend Kanga nodding his head quite strongly to that. Why?
Yeah, I wanted to think her line. When I heard those statements, my question was, why do people get morals? Being a religious person, the Bible that I preach says, parents teach your children. And who are the parents? The parents form up the government. And so when we talk about morals, parents teach your children. So are we really saying that we have failed? Because when we talk of morality, I'll not talk of morality as a parent. Let's teach children. What we are saying that as parents, we have failed. Because what we need to do, we are the parents in parliament. We are the parents in county governments. So how do you teach morality? We teach morality by what they see. Not what they see not from the blackboard, but what they see us doing. If me as a parent, me and him, we are throwing seats to one another in parliament, and then me and him, we are what we are today, and tomorrow we appear. Today we are as poor as a church mouse. Tomorrow we are swimming in money and we cannot explain to them. Then where is morality? So morality is chapter 6 of our constitution. If we are there to chapter 6 of our constitution, then we can tell parents, Kenyans, let's teach our children through chapter 6 and there to read. Let's teach our children by not throwing chairs to him. Because immediately I throw a chair to him, son will tomorrow throw a chair to the other, and that's how we solve issues. Let's talk about morality. We are talking about abuse, where we say they're abusing us. But the question is, before he abuses, before he puts me in the casket, I've already put him in a casket. Because if I mess up with the leadership, if he cannot get food, if I have a problem with his paycheck and I mess up with his situation, if he has seen somebody in Shakahola, he has seen somebody in a sack, in a quarry, then I have told him this is what's supposed to do. So before he puts me in the casket, I've put him before.
And you know, it gets complex because then chapter 6 of the Constitution speaks about integrity.
Yes.
And these leaders, we are the ones who go to vote. We are the ones who install. So then if we're going to tell them that, well, they lack morals and we have installed them, then it goes back again to the electorate. And I would want to come with a question to Hussein. Hussein, this is perhaps not different or perhaps not new, that even with the baby boomers, we've seen them going to the streets and saying that this is what we want in terms of governance and everything. So what is this difference that is there between the activism of, or what you would consider activism of the Gen Zs today compared to the traditional approach or the traditional movements that we once saw? And just how then do we get ourselves to a point where we leverage on this to make the best of the moments as opposed to seeing the negativity that we witness today?
I think presently we're living in such historic times. And not just in Kenya. We have to recognize that what's happening in Kenya is happening across the world. The youth are taking over.